Hi there again. I hope you're all fine. This is our second lesson. It's nice to be with you again. I missed you a lot. I hope we're going to have a good lesson. Today, I'm going to tell you about comparative forms of adjectives. This is the structure of Unit 9. Now, let's begin. Are you ready? Hope you are ready. Okay. Comparative forms of adjectives. But before adjectives, let's explain what is adjective. We use adjectives to describe people, animals, plants, objects, or situations. How? Look at these two people, mom and her son. Tall. She's tall. And he's short. We describe their appearance. Tall and short. Look. Thin and fat. We are describing their appearances. High building, low building. Heavy, light. Heavy, light. Look at the fish. Big fish, small fish. And we have got two men here. He hasn't got money. He is poor, but he has a lot of money. He is rich. We are describing their situations or their appearance or their amount, their physical situation. So we use adjectives to describe people, animals, plants, objects, or situations. Let's see more here. Look at the following sentences. Alice is a small girl. She can't carry this luggage. We describe Alice. We say she is small. She's a small girl. Small is an adjective here. I'm describing Alice. It's a cold day. We're describing a day. We're talking about a day and it's a cold day. Cold is an adjective. My grandma is very old. Describing my grandma and talking about her age. Very old. Old is adjective. Jason is very clever. We're talking about Jason, about his specialty. We describe him as clever. Clever is adjective. Rich here is adjective, and we're describing Koch family. Koch family is very rich. The tree is green. We're describing the tree's color. Tree is green. Green is adjective. Mount Ağrı is very high. We're describing the appearance of Mount Ağrı. It's very high. High is adjective. Seyhan is a long river. Long is adjective. Istanbul is a big city in Turkey. Big is describing Istanbul city. Big is an adjective. And we are describing Cem Yılmaz here as funny. Cem Yılmaz is funny. Funny is an adjective. Here we have got some sentences. If we want to talk about a particular specialty or specialties of two people, two things, then we compare them as in the example below. I want you to be careful to this word, to. In comparison, in comparative sentences, compare sentences, we always compare two things. One, two, one, two, one, two. Two things, no more, okay? Look at the sentence. He's Andrew. Andrew runs fast. We compare Andrew with Usain Bolt. So we say Usain Bolt runs faster because he's an athlete. Usain Bolt runs faster. Here we add something. ER. Look at these two people. This is a hard worker. He works hard, but she's still working. She's still busy. So we can say she works harder. She works more. He stopped, but she's studying. So she works harder. We put ER at the end of the adjective. Springtime and summertime. Springtime is hot, but summer is hotter, of course. Okay? It's hot, but summer is hotter. We can swim in the sea. So, we compared people and the situation. And here, again, we're comparing two people. There are two people here. We're comparing this man with this man. He says, I'm handsome. He's angry and says, no, I am more handsome. I am more handsome. Sometimes we cannot use ER, but we use more. I'm going to explain it in the other pages. But look at this two picture. Let's describe Beyaz with Ali Sunal and Kemal Sunal. This is a group and this is another group. We compare him with them, okay? I'm very funny, says Beyazıt, but they say, sorry, we are funnier. Look, I-E-R, funnier, funny, Y. And here it changes funnier, I-E-R. Let's go on. I said we always compare two things. Two singular things or two plural things. What do I mean with plural things? Look, there are two classes here. In a class, there are many students and teacher. Look, many students and teacher. Not just one teacher or just one student, but a lot of people, a lot of students. So, class A is a group, class B is a group. We compare two groups. Two, okay? One group, two group. Students in class A listen to the teacher carefully, but students in class B listen more carefully. Again, we say more because carefully. I'm going to explain a little more time, a little later. Here, you can see two streets. Crowded street, but here, a lot of people. A lot of people. incredible. So we compare this street, people in this street, and we compare people in this street. Two groups of people. There are many people in this street, but there are more people in this one. Many changes as more. Okay, let's go on. I used a lot of different adjectives and comparatives in the previous pages. Let's have a look at the structure, the using, and other adjectives here. As you can see in the examples, we compare different specialties of people or other things. We describe them. When we do comparisons like these, we make comparative sentences. The grammar structure is comparative forms of adjectives. Now, I want you to listen more carefully and be more careful, please. We have got some adjectives here. Adjectives, just adjectives. But here we have got comparative forms of adjectives. Because they are comparative, we have got some additions. We have got some additions. Look at here. How do we form comparative? Comparative is formed with R, ER, IER. These are additions for comparative. Where do we use them? We use these additions after an adjective. We add them to an adjective. Like strange, stranger. It finishes with E, so we say R. Dark, this is K, it's a consonant, and R also a consonant. We add darker, ER. Look at easy. Easy finishes in Y, and there is a consonant, S here. Easy. So, before Y, there is a consonant. It changes as easier. We omit Y. Look, no Y. We omit it and we put IER. And this becomes comparatives. And also, we make these adjectives comparative like this. Big, one syllable, just big. Bigger, look. Big is one syllable adjective. It finishes with G. It's a consonant. And there is a vowel here, I. Before we add ER comparative addition, we write G double. Bigger. Okay? Don't forget this. Bigger. Big, bigger. Small, smaller. Short, shorter. Tall, taller. Fat, like big. One syllable. Fat, we add another T, we double T. Fatter. Thin, just one syllable, so we say thin, double N. Old, older. Young, younger. Clean, cleaner. Light, lighter. Fast, faster. Slow, slower. Low, lower. Funny, it finishes with Y, and there's an N here. It's a consonant. We omit Y and put IER here. Nice is finishing with E, so we just say R, nicer. Happy again with I and there's a consonant. We omit Y. We say happier. Large and wise. There are E here. So we say larger and wiser. I hope you understood this. You understood this page. Let's have a look at the other one. Now I want you to say the comparative forms of these following adjectives. I will let you think some and guess your answer. Then I will show you the answer. Our adjective is kind. Now you say the comparative form. Yes? Okay. Kinder. That's right. Silly. Here we have got silly. Be careful, it finishes with I. Make your guess, please. Okay. There it comes. Sillier. That's right. Gentle. We have got two usings for gentle. Be careful. You can say just one. Okay, you got it? Let's see later. We're going to see this later. Polite, politer, plump, plumber, braver, strong, stronger, cute, cuter, hungry, hungrier, angry, angrier, lucky, luckier. And let's see gentle. We have got two different tellings for it. Yes. And gentler, or we say more gentle. How do we make comparative sentences? We can make comparatives, but how can we say in a sentence? The structure is we use a noun, a name of a person or an object. We use an adjective, and after the adjective we use are or er or ier plus then and another noun, a name. Look, here we have got Matt and Kate. We compare Matt with Kate or Kate with Matt. Two people, comparison. We are comparing them. Comparative. When we compare two things in a sentence, we say then. Because Kate is happy, but Matt is happier than Kate. Happier than Kate. We compared Matt with Kate. And here, two brothers, Tim and Tom. Tim is poor. Tom is rich. Let's compare Tom with Tim. Tom is richer than Tim. Tom is richer than Tim. Or we can say Tim is poorer than Tom. We can use poor adjective also. Look, we have done the sentence before, but let's repeat it. Mrs. Bailey is taller than Jack. Mrs. Bailey is taller than Jack. Or we can say Jack is shorter than Mrs. Bailey. We can use tall or short adjectives to compare them. Here we have got two lessons, history book and maths book. Let's compare with history and math. History with math or math with history. Look, history is easier than maths. We can say. Do you share? Yes, maybe. History is easier than maths, but we can also say math is harder than history too. Easier than, harder than. We compare two things, two objects, two lessons. Now let's compare Dean with Sam. Dean looks happy. Sam looks happier. Let's compare. Dan is happy, but Sam is happier than Dean. Sam is happier than Dean. We have got juice and water in this picture. Let's compare juice with water and water with juice. A glass of juice is tastier, tastier than a glass of water. We compare a glass of juice with a glass of water, two things, and we say tastier than. A bottle of water is healthier than a glass of juice. We can also say this. Look at this picture. We have got ice cream and ice. Ice cream is tastier than ice. Tastier than, because we compare ice cream with ice. So we say than. Or ice is colder than ice cream. And in this sentence, we compare ice with ice cream. So we use than. Ice is colder than ice cream. Or we can say ice is colder, ice cream is tastier, or a glass of juice is tastier, a bottle of water is healthier. We can use like this too. Look at these baby and doll. They are really cute, aren't they? Okay, let's compare a baby with a doll. Baby, doll. This is not real. A doll is cute, but a baby is cuter than a doll. We compare baby with a doll and we say baby is cuter than the doll. Or we can just say a baby is cuter. But if we want to say what we compare with, then we say than a doll. We use than. As in every subject in English, almost every subject, we have some irregular use of comparative adjectives. And let's see them. These are some adjectives and we call them irregular adjectives. Why they are irregular? Because look, we don't use R, ER, or IER at the end of the adjectives. We don't say gooder, or we don't say valier. We don't say better, iller, mucher. That's wrong. These are irregular, so we use like this. Good, when we say comparative, better. Well, when we say comparative, it's better also. I'm a good person, but my sister is a better person. I feel well today, but yesterday I felt better. Good, well, better. Bad. When we say it's comparative, it becomes as worse. Ill. This is this is just like streep, so I wrote it here. This means eel. Eel. Okay, the word eel. Eel changes as worse. Like bat. Bat and eel change as worse. Much and many change as more. Little changes as less. Small becomes smaller. Old becomes older. And as irregular, it's elder. But we use elder for just elder brother, elder sister. When we say elder brother, elder sister, we use this. Or normally we say older. Late, later. Far, we have got two different usings for far. Why? When we say farther, we mean a longer distance. For example, Ankara is farther to Adana than Mersin. We mean a longer distance. But when we say further, when I look out of my window, I can say Ayüzbir supermarket is further to my house than the hairdresser. Further, a little distance, not too far, but far too longer distance. Okay, you got it? Okay, let's see this. Irregular adjectives are also used in the same way when we make a comparative sentence. This means we make the sentences in the same way when we make comparatives. My Spanish is good. Good is irregular, so when I say my English is better, when I want to say this comparative, I must say better. My Spanish is good, but my English is better. I can speak English very well. My mom can cook chicken well, but she can cook fish better. I compare my mom's cooking chicken and fish. I compare these cookings and say, my mom can cook chicken well, but fish better. Physics is more difficult than geography. Much difficult, much changes, more difficult. Ankara is farther to Adana than Mersin. This size of shoe is smaller than that one. Okay, here we're going to say, we're going to see and study some different types of adjectives. Look at this table. We have got one syllable adjectives. One syllable means we say it at once. Long, tall, old, small, big, smart, fat, short. Once. That's all. But we have also got two-syllable adjectives. We say happy, friendly, crazy, dirty, hungry, easy, two syllables. And we have got three-syllable adjectives, and we say them long syllables. Three syllables are long syllables. These are wonderful, hardworking, beautiful, important, handsome, interesting, exciting. There are a lot of long syllables or three syllables. Why do I explain this? Because the using of comparative form changes. Now let's talk about two syllables first. We learned one syllables. Now let's see two syllables. These are some two-syllable adjectives. How do they change? Well, we use them in two different ways. Look, we can say clever as comparative cleverer or more clever than. We can say cleverer or more clever. Gentle is also two-syllable, gentle or gentler, or more gentle. Friendly, we can say friendlier or more friendly. Quiet, we can say quieter or we can say more quiet. Simple, simpler, or more simple. With the long syllables, three syllables, we use more in front of the syllables. In front of the adjectives. For example, more wonderful, more hardworking, more beautiful, more important. Here we have got some examples for two or long syllables. Look at this. Deniz is a friendly girl. Friendly, two-syllable. But Selin is more friendly than her. We can use friendly with more comparative, or we can say friendlier. Selin is friendlier than her. Both are true. Okay? Both are true. You can say in both ways. Angelina Jolie is more beautiful than Julia Roberts. Beautiful is three syllables, long syllables, so we just use more beautiful. More beautiful. David is more successful than his cousin. Successful is also three syllable, so we say more successful. Istanbul is more crowded than New York. Crowded is three syllable, so we say more crowded. My uncle doesn't drive more carefully than my dad. Carefully, also long syllable, three syllables, so we use more. Here are some more long syllables, three syllables. More handsome, more attractive, more comfortable, more peaceful, more famous, more important, more intelligent, more boring, more expensive, more delicious, more careful, more reliable, more spacious. Spacious? Oh, very big and nice room, spacious. I feel comfortable. Useful, we say more useful, more useless, more thoughtful, more pleasant, more interesting, more dangerous, more crowded, more beautiful, and more careless. Careful is positive meaning and careless is negative meaning. Useful is positive meaning, useless is the negative meaning. Okay, now let's look at this page with the long syllables. We make comparative sentences with long syllables in the following ways. We cannot add R, ER, IER at the end of the long syllables. We must use more or less in front of the adjectives. For example, beautiful, more beautiful, but not beautifuler, never. Expensive, more expensive, not expensiver, never. Crowded, less crowded. Not a lot of crowded means less. Less means not many people. Look at these photographs now, pictures. Let's make comparisons. Let's compare them. Here we have got two activities, sport activities. They are extreme sports. Mount climbing and canoeing. Mount climbing is more dangerous than canoeing, right? Or we can say canoeing is less dangerous than climbing. It's not very dangerous, so we can say less dangerous. This is more dangerous, this is less dangerous. Now look at these two rings, diamond rings. This is a small diamond, a big diamond. So this ring is less expensive than the other ring. Not very expensive. This is more expensive. So we say this ring is less expensive than the other ring. This ring, a big diamond, this ring is more expensive because the diamond is bigger. I hope you are understanding me well. Okay, exercise time. Complete the sentences with the correct forms of the adjectives. I have got some of your names here, and for the next studyings, I'm going to use others' names in the examples. Now let's look. Efe in our class is a tall boy. Yes, Efe is tall, but Yiğit is very tall. Yiğit is taller than him, we can say, right? Efe is tall, but Yiğit is taller than him. Now, I want you to answer the second question by yourself. Do the second exercise. Okay, let's see the answer. Demir is funny, but Çınar is funnier than him. We compare Demir and Çınar. Two people. Efe and Yiğit, two people. Now we compare Pelin and Nehir hair, their hair. Pelin has got long hair, but Nehir has got, yes, longer hair. Very good. Now, we're talking about Sue and her sister. Sue, her sister, two people again. Sue is lazy, but her sister is, well done, lazier. Very good. There's a question here. Can Sandra play violin than Jessica? We have good adjective here. What can we say for good? It is irregular. Exactly true. We say better. Well done. You're going well. You're doing well. Okay, look at the sixth one. This is a question also. Who goes to school? Annie or Macy? We're going to use early adjective. Okay, what do we say? Very good. Okay, let's see the answer. Earlier, of course. Do you think Izmir is than Bursa? We're comparing Bursa and Izmir, two cities, with crowded adjective. Crowded is a long syllable. Be careful. Yes, and we ask as, very good, more crowded. I can play football well. I can play football well, but I am than Andy. Bad. We're going to use bad adjective in this blank. I'm comparing myself with Andy. What's we say? Bad is irregular and it changes as worse. That's right. Hotel Rixus was luxurious, luxurious, long syllable. And of course, we say more luxurious. Chris can, excuse me, this is can. I miswrote it. Chris can jump high. I'm sure he can success it. We're comparing Chris' jumpings. Before he jumped very high. So I believe in Chris can do it better. So I say Chris can jump higher, of course. Very good. Well done, class. You learned it. I'm sure you will do these exercises easily. Let's write some comparative sentences about pictures. We're comparing this girl with this boy. Okay, you make a sentence. Use past adjective, please. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, let's see the answer. How can we make it? He is faster than the girl. Or we can say he runs faster than the girl. Fast, change this faster. We compare him with girl, so we say than. Faster than the girl. Or we just can say he is faster. Okay, let's see the second picture. Compare tea with some boiling water. Use hot. Could you make it? Okay, let's see the answer then. Boiling water is hotter than tea. We compare to, we say boiling water is hotter than tea. Or we just say boiling water is hotter. That can be. Adam and Jim, two men, tired men. We are comparing Adam with Jim. Use tired, please. Okay, let's see the answer. If you finished. Okay, here the answer comes. Jim is more tired than Adam. We can't say tireder. See, it's strange. You can't pronounce it well. Tireder. It's very strange. So we don't say tired, tireder. We just say more tired. Okay, more tired. This is two syllables. Okay, and here we have another sentence, a case and a table. Money case and a table. Use heavy, please. Okay, the answer comes. The case is heavier than the table. Heavier. Very good. I think you learned most of the structure well. If you didn't understand some parts, please watch and listen to this video over and over again. Try to answer all the questions by yourselves first, then you can see the answers. Here, I'm going to let you some homework. I want you to do these exercises on your own. I didn't give you the answers. You can find the answers on K-12. I'm going to put the answers of this video on K-12 and you can check them from that page. You have got this page and this page as homework. Please be careful and remember what I told you about comparatives. Well done, everybody. See you next lesson.